Yo, what's up, guys? How's it going? God, it feels weird to go live. What's up, Sloosh? What's up, Paladin? Welcome to the stream. Dude, I have not gone live on here in so long, and I'm sorry too. I've been sleeping like pretty much all day. But what's up with you guys? How are y'all doing? So, as you can tell by the title, today we have basically, we're going to be reviewing the fan game submissions because, I asked about this a while back in February, I believe. And I asked people to create their own fan game in a PowerPoint presentation, and in return, I would give away something to the top 3. But the only bad thing, and I don't even know if you want to call it bad, but I mean, I don't know, it's whatever. Only 2 people submitted. Yes, I do have yours, Paladin. Only 2 people submitted their presentations, so we're just going to be reviewing 2 of them, and then I'll figure out something after that. So it's you versus the other guy, I guess. Yeah. So I don't really know how we're going to go about it. I mean, it was going to be top 3, but I don't know if we're going to change that just midway through or if we're just going to give it away to both of y'all. But I mean, either way, okay, something is going to get given away. I was supposed to do this back in March or even February, but I kept pushing the date back because basically no one submitted, and I almost scrapped the idea, but yeah, someone needs to cook a PowerPoint real quick. I don't know about that, fam. I don't know about that one. I think it is just like seconds too late. But yeah, I closed submissions for this like back in, it was like the week of my surgery, which was in March, last month. So, I mean, I don't know. I guess next time, you know, maybe after we do this, we could see if people are interested in it. I don't really know. It's up to you guys. But without further ado, okay, let's stop stalling and let me pull this up. Give me 1 second. But yes, I did get everyone's submissions, including yours, Paladin. Not to worry. The first one we're gonna go through is this one called Pokemon Broken Prisma, I think is the name. This will open up. Okay, so let's pull this up real quick. This is Pokemon Broken Prisma. Let me play the PowerPoint. Okay, I am not the one presenting. Here we go. Okay. Should we? No, let's keep playing music for this. Can you guys see this? Okay, I think you can. Let me move my thing around. Give me 1 second. Because I think my cam is covering everything. Oh, shit. Alright, I think right here is gonna be the move for right now. We'll probably have to change it eventually, but this is Pokemon Broken Prism for PC and the Nintendo Switch. This is their version of a perfect Pokemon game by New Mist Sunshine. How do I click next? Okay, this is the box art with the legendary Pokemon. This looks insane, dude. Holy shit. Okay, we have like, I guess the futuristic side, and then we have the rural side, which is... What is this fucking music? Hold on, man. I'm not trying to play some fucking, some like Stardew Valley OSC right now. I thought that was someone's room on the left for a second. This? No shot. What's up, S-Big? Okay, so this is the legendary Pokemon. It kind of looks like the Sun and Moon legendary, or I guess the Moon legendary. I don't really know the name, but custom art is pretty sick. We have the player character, which is the... I don't even know, but they look pretty fucking sick. I'm rocking with the blue and the pink outfit going on here. The big belt, and then this huge little hoodie thing going on. Oh, this is sick. Okay, the Pokemon and their starters. We have Bunseed, Maybit, and Raffern as the grass type. As the water type, we have Droop, Dreep, and Canox, which honestly, Canox might be my favorite. Just like design-wise. And then we have Sinon, Synanon. We have Max. And I think Jen? Starters in this game will follow you in the overworld, and the last stages are rideable like a bike. The Pokemon count is at 1176. Holy shit. 151 new Pokemon, mixed between Pokemon from all 9 gens. Mega Evolutions are in that game. Regional forms are in this game. A Safari Zone. The box legendary is Mudskip? Mutalion, which is Latin change plus lion, and there's 5 new legendaries in total. Mutalion can open time portals at will and strengthen the future of the world, good or bad. Oh, this is sick. Okay, this is the map, which is... This is very reminiscent of Unova, I believe. The player starts on the small hometown in the present. Starting this adventure, the player will be warped to the future, which is about 100 years overrun by corporates. Kind of dystopian. Sick. Actually sick. From there on, the player has an open world game. The gyms will have different teams adapted to the gym badges of the player. After collection, all 8 gym badges, the player has to decide if they want to go back to their present or stay in the future to battle the top 4. In the future, they may have the decision who the secret end trainer is based on another decision. The pro-corporate future is in. The anti-corporation future, the main antagonist's son. If the main player goes back in time, their end trainer is the professor of this game. Ah, so if you go to the future, there's a secret. If you go to the end, it's the professor. And it kind of sounds like you start the game and it's open world. So I guess the gyms will adapt. Wait, what? Gyms will have different teams adapted to the gym badges of the player. Huh. Okay, I'm assuming it's like, based on whatever you choose, the gyms are going to adapt to your team. Which is, honestly, it's pretty cool. This map is sick. This is the Nephis region. It starts linear here. Then you can choose what you want to do here. And then based on going to the dystopian future, it's going to be a linear game again with 2 different choices. Oh, this is so sick. The way that you set this up is so sick. With the chat, or not the chat, the, with like the different lines, the key and everything. Oh, this is so beautiful. This is beautiful. The antagonist. Your rival is the trainer option you didn't choose. You both have different worldviews, and he wants to show you that his view is right. He or she will pick the effective type against your Pokemon. Okay, pretty normal. Team Break is an evil organization who wants you to capture the box legendary to have the time travel option. There is a side quest where you join their forces, and normally they're just in your way in the main story. The real villain is the Organization Future Corp. They are the reason this org will be destroyed in the future. The leader, Futurum, and his partner, Pradier, will be the big reveal right before the top 4. Oh, okay. You will be able to defeat them in the endgame. This one is optional and it's in. He either becomes your friend or he will become your enemy depending on the player's choice. There is a side quest to his childhood, present, and his future at different parts of the game. You know what I love about this? I love how the realistic ideology of like corp versus anti-corporation. It's beautiful. And you know what? Hopefully Nintendo / Game Freak doesn't steal your idea, because I love this. Ours are too similar? No way. The endgame content. After receiving all 8 gym badges, the player gets the option for endgame content, such as a second region and gold and silver, or similar to gold and silver, the battle frontier like an emerald, and different side quests. And that's it. Honestly, 10 out of 10. You have my stamp of approval on this one. This is Pokemon Broken Prism. I gotta say, my favorite part is the map. Just going from linear and then having the open world. You have different player choices. You can do side quests. You can have different endings if you go to the dystopian future. You can have like so many different things about this. And I do really appreciate all the different art that you submitted. Personally, once again, Canox had to be my favorite starter. I don't know about you guys. What do you think? What's your favorite starter? Also, just real quick, I'm going to be right back, guys. I'm going to go grab my food out of the oven because I'm starving. And yeah, just give me 1 second. Gotta say, chat, this right here, by far the best hot sauce I've ever had. Please don't judge me. Please don't judge me. But it is by far the best. I don't know why I've been on like a huge kick on that hot sauce. Okay, we got our boy Paladin up next for his presentation. And I'm not gonna lie, this man is probably gonna kill it. We have Pokemon Sylph Silver by Paladin, and it's actually a video presentation. So I'm gonna go ahead and mute my mic. Mine was definitely not super late, by the way. It could have potentially been, but we're gonna let this slide, okay? Let's let Paladin do the talking.
Okay, test 1, 2, 3. All right, I'll just start. Hello, Mudskip. Hello, Mudskip chat. It is I, Paladin. Um, just made one video that did okay. Content creator, accolade moderator.
Wait. Okay, hold on. This is kind of funny. He's like, I made one video that just did okay. It's just okay. Guys, I swear it didn't do that well. Bro got 48k views. Come on. Like, come on, dude. All right, let's get back into this.
Test 1, 2, 3. Just made one video that did okay. Content creator, accolade moderator, competitive Pokemon Maverick. I have many titles, but today I'm presenting you my
Actually true.
Pokemon
All
ROM
true.
hack, my perfect Pokemon game elevator pitch. It's called Pokemon Sylph Silver. I'm going to walk you through it really quick. So, there we go. So let's start with the technical details. This would be a ROM hack of Heart Gold and Soul Silver. And yes, ideally your Pokemon will follow you around like in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. We're expanding the Pokedex to include not all, but many Pokemon from Gens 5 through 9. The battle mechanics will stay Gen 8, but there will be no Dynamax, no Z, but Megas are available and expanded. And I will touch on that later. Terrains will be fully available and utilized. Trait evolutions will be replaced by level, item, friendship, normal ROM hack type of covering there. HMs will be replaced with appropriate key items. So that means you're getting Surf as an item, you're getting Dive as an item, Cut, etc. That is to prevent you needing like HM slaves in your team, and also that lets me kind of play around with less used HMs, things like Defog and Flash, without clogging up your party. TMs will be multi-use, and the tutor system will be expanded to include egg moves as well to not necessitate the player to be breeding and all sorts of other things. EVs will be disabled. Those two last changes are more for the Nuzlocking type style. If I'm able to do a Nuzlocke mode for it, even better, but we'll keep it brief.
Okay, first off, just in the intro, the game sounds way better than every single mainline game we've gotten, specifically because of the fact that you're making this game 10 times harder than any of the mainline games that have been out recently. It's already better, just single-handedly. Because they need to make the games harder, but I don't know. They want to sell to people and kids and stuff, and whatever.
So the story and setting. It's been 25 years since Red became champ.
Dude, Red looks so good. Holy shit. Why does he look better than his... Whatever.
So this is set 25 years after our Fire Red, Leaf Green, RBY, whichever you want to put it. And Red is missing, at least for the last 5 years. Blue has taken over his grandfather's lab and earned the honorific of professor, and is excited to learn that someone new, that's you, the player, has moved into Sleepy Pallet Town. A new face and a bit of change has never hurt anyone, and Professor Oak sees an easy opportunity to have some sensitive materials moved around on his behalf. Pokedexes don't grow on trees. This is your story hook as the player. It's not going to be a standard, you're 10, now you get to be a trainer and pick your starter. It's going to be a bit more that, Oak is very overworked. There's a lot of kids who want to be trainers. You're going to have to earn it. What starts off as a simple courier job quickly will unfold.
This is realistic. This is way more realistic. I like it.
Into a continental conflict, unlike...
Also, I was going to say that this right here is such a good hook. 25 years since Red became champion. For the last 5, Red is missing. Blue takes over, someone moves in, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah. I like this.
Never seen in a Pokemon game. Silphco is rapidly expanding and needs every bit of help to crush the competition. The new Team Thorn has a foothold in Johto and is looking to expand their influence into the new booming Kanto region. Both see immense value in a talented young trainer. Who will you help? So let's start off with Silph Co. So Silph Co. has had record numbers since the perfection of the Master Ball, and its shareholders expect the same success. With massive strides in technology, as well as huge investments into research and development, Silph Co. has expanded into bioengineering, fossil restoration, and interestingly enough, the Indigo League and associated gyms. Now, Silph Co.'s most impactful discovery is going to be the Mega Stone. While unlocking the true potential of many native Pokemon, as some of you are familiar, most Mega Evolutions are through Gens 1 through 3, the scientists at Silph have been able to blend their ancient Pokemon research and fossil restoration into these stones, using their power to Mega Evolve Pokemon into their primal forms. This technology, dubbed Primal Evolution, is still in its beta testing and is only available to Silph's partners in the Indigo League or dedicated Silph contractors.
Bro is 100% a writer. And also, I feel like this storyline is if what would happen if Team Rocket became, like, if they took over everything. Actually, well, no, it's not. Silph Co. is their own private corporation, so I guess this is aside from Team Rocket.
For those who aren't getting what I'm referencing here, in this ROM hack, Silph Co. will give you access to the Paradox Pokemon as form of Mega Evolution. So, for example, Donphan into Grey Tusk, Donphan into Iron Treads, Misdreavus into Fluttermane, Delibird into Iron Bundle. Those are kind of the things you can expect. Team Thorn. I did not do a mock-up for what they'd look like. I'm not an artist. So, formed in Johto with the intent to preserve the natural habitats of Pokemon and maintain the unity between human and Pokemon, Team Thorn has drawn worldwide attention from the international police, nature preservationists, and Pokemon enthusiasts alike. Dubbed eco-terrorists by said police, heroes by the activists, and too extreme for me by your average Pokemon lover, Team Thorn is certainly the talk of the town, to say the least. With an established presence and years of operation, Team Thorn guards and preserves sensitive nature sites and are known to occupy forests, cave systems, and other natural structures. So what this implies is that you'll be running into Team Thorn traveling through forests, so maybe instead of the usual gauntlet of bug catchers and picnickers, you're going to be running more into Team Thorn, and they're going to have more of a presence in the less populated, less urban areas of the maps.
Which I do like that. I do like that. It's almost like the villains got excommunicated to like the forest areas and instead of trying to take over the city, let's take over the forest. Let's take over the areas, the rural areas of the Pokemon region. This is sick.
Which gives you a different type of assortment of challenges, and also they'll have more of an idea of the terrain, using it to their advantage. Now, due to their ideals and their work, it is widely speculated that Team Thorn possess knowledge of whereabouts of legendary Pokemon, alongside rare artifacts and fossils. Currently, Team Thorn are clashing with Silph Co. scientists who are working to extract large amounts of fossils for their new Primal Evolution research operations. Both parties have been reported to be at a standoff at the ruins of Alph. Now,
okay, I see where you're going with this. This is kind of like a it's almost like the like a Cold War take, if you will. You know, the first one to extract things from, these areas for primal evolution, or whatever artifacts they can find at these areas. They want to be the first ones to do it. I like that.
You have a fork in the road. So the key difference between Pokemon Silph Silver and your standard Pokemon game is you will be able to choose a side, and it will impact your save file. Now, if you work extensively with Silph Co., you...
Okay, so you have two different routes you can take.
will eventually earn enough favor to access more Mega Evolutions, rare battle items, think stuff like choice items, assault vest, things that'll be really useful in a competitive team or to take on a huge challenge like the Elite Four, IV and nature improvement items, but you'll eventually reach a point of no return. You will work with Silph Co. Your work with Silph Co. will inadvertently drive out Team Thorn, locking away their secrets and resources. On the flip side, Team Thornfield will gain you access to the locations of many legendaries beyond Regigigas, which you saw in the title, as well as access to a daycare, the rest of the starters, and equipment necessary to fill out said Pokedex. This will also, of course, eventually...
I don't know about you guys. I'm Team Thorn all the way. I'm definitely Team Thorn. 1000%. It's like you either go with like the dystopian future world of the corporation, or you can go with like the nature preservists, which is kind of like Team Thorn, if you will. You know, they want to keep things natural and stuff. I don't know. Team Thorn all the way.
lock out self-coast technology from the player. What this does is that you as the player get to choose, do you care more about filling out the Pokedex and working to preserve the Pokemon of Kanto and Johto, or are you going to work with Silph Co to rapidly advance their science, their R&D, so you can get immense power via items and evolution hacks and things like that. So, unsure how I would balance this to a certain point where you can min-max both, but eventually you'll be locked out of each side. Moving on, the Indigo League changes. So this is a quick glance. So, of course, a lot has changed in the 25 years, and with two regions sharing the same league, there are many potential challengers. In partnership with Silph Co, the Indigo League has received many improvements in form of stadium enhancements, rare Pokemon acquisitions, and league-wide monetization. So if you haven't gotten the kind of overall story plot thing I'm working on here, is that to justify a lot of the really insane difficulty mods that I'll be adding, as well as the access to Megas and Pokemon in generations 7 through 9, is that it's 25 years in the future, and Silph Co is bankrolling the Indigo League, and also in turn monetizing it. So this that's how I'm going to justify having insane teams in the Elite Four. For example, you'll have Candace from Sinnoh, she'll have a permanent Hail team. You'll have Brock, who will have a permanent Sand team. A trainer whose name I haven't figured out yet will have a permanent Harsh Sunlight team, and Misty will have a permanent Heavy Rain team. And of course, as all...
I don't know if anyone saw that. Just saw my girlfriend's tax return. I think my reaction was pretty handy on that one. Okay, also to comment on this, permanent Sand, permanent Hail, permanent Harsh Sun, permanent Heavy Rain. Dude, that would be hell. I also really love that you took all of the gym leaders and then you basically elevated them to the Elite Four. This makes a lot more sense as opposed to being like, hey, we're just going to be, you know, throwing the same Elite Four members back in. Like, this is 25 years in the future. You're telling me those Elite Four members in the past never aged? No, they definitely did. They definitely had to. I don't know how Lance is still the champion, but let's let him cook.
Always the Indigo League. Lance will be present, and he would be the champion at the time, since Red has theoretically abandoned his post. Gym leader changes at a quick glance. There are some tentative changes. I'm, of course, with people like Brock and Misty being promoted, in a sense, to the Elite Four. The Kanto Order and Johto Order have slightly changed. For the Kanto Order, you're going to start with
Lance,
Gym 1 being normal, and then Ground, Ice, Grass, Electric, Dark, Poison, and then Psychic as the final. For the Johto Order, you'll have almost the exact same with Flying, Bug, Fairy instead of normal, Fighting, Ghost, Fire, Steel, and then Dragon. You can safely assume most leaders have stayed in their previous roles, but there are some new faces. There will also be multiple double battles in each region, because singles are very easy to cheese. Doubles...
You ate on that one. Very true. Very true. Singles are very easy to cheese.
Open up a lot of strategic options and a lot of, you know, maybe difficulty, but also a lot of skill expression for the player as well. And yes,
I was going to say, I don't know if you guys have seen P-Chow's new video about the, there was this huge tournament in the Spanish community where they do this like Twitch Cup every single year, and they did double battles. Double battles are so fucking sick.
as you might have implied, or might have been implied, all 16 badges will be required to take on the
Brazil.
Elite Four
Okay.
champion. And I'm going to talk about some quick loose ends. So the rival story isn't quite fleshed out, that's why I haven't mentioned it, but in my notes, the rival takes the opposite path as you. So let's say you work really heavily with Sylph Co. Your rival would be working heavily with Team Thorn, and there would be, of course, some conflict there, and then vice versa.
Wait, this kind of takes away the whole aspect of like a friendly rivalry, and now you go from like, yeah, we're just battling, like, let's see who's stronger, to like, brother, I'm going to fucking wipe your ass all over the screen after this one, because corporation all the way. Can I spitball a brief idea when this presentation is over? No, it's not rude at all. Of course you can.
I'm unsure how realistic this is or how easy it will be to implement, but that is my main idea. And of course, we're talking about a perfect Pokemon game, so I'm going all out. Gym scaling will be difficult with 16 gyms because it won't be as linear as 1 through 8, especially across 2 regions. I'm thinking the pattern will be that you do the gyms in bursts. So for example, you would do up to gym 3 or 4 in Kanto, take the train, and then do 1 to 6 through Johto, go back and finish up to the 7th in Kanto, finish off Johto, and then finish Kanto, and then waltz the Indigo League.
Yeah, the only thing I could think about this is that the scaling would be so insanely hard to keep up with. I don't know how you would balance that. I mean, at some point, gyms 7 and 8, I would even argue at like 5 and 6. I mean, the scaling would have to be insane. You'd have to get up to like level 70 and 80, you know, gym leader Pokemon. I feel like to balance the game.
But of course, specific inclusions and cuts are hard for me to tell you, as this is a mock-up. You can safely assume that all Gen 1-4 Pokemon would be included, as well as regional variants, because it's way too cool. Of course, handpicked Gen 5 through 8 Pokemon, so really interesting Pokemon or Pokemon that serve a nice battle or strategic niche will definitely be included, but a lot might be excluded for many reasons. All Paradox ones will be included as, Mega Evolutions, and there's probably a lot more that I didn't think about or didn't cover in time. It's still in the conceptual stages, but the overall arching idea is that Sylph Co will be your go-to faction for things like battle related, and Team Thorn is your go-to faction for variety of Pokemon, as well as Pokedex and more like naturalistic things. So that's my elevator pitch. I'm not gonna get too crazy with it, but I wanted to thank Mudskip for extending this over 3 times to give me the time to finish this, because I procrastinated way too hard.
You're welcome.
And that's pretty much it. Thanks for hearing me out.
No, you didn't procrastinate. The thing is that not a lot of people submitted anything, so I mean, that was kind of my whole thing, is like, I don't even know if I'm going to do this still, and for anyone that submitted it, I was just going to give something away. I still am, but the whole idea behind this was like, I want a bunch of people to submit, but it didn't happen. My only drawback of this entire presentation is there's no art. But besides that, hey, you killed the story. You killed the story. I do enjoy both presentations. I enjoy the aspect of like, hey, we have this dystopian society, and then we have this, just regular civilian society, which I guess is the rural side. It's the same concept here. I definitely would have to say that Paladin, in my opinion, executed a little better. I do enjoy the whole concept that Paladin did behind, like, we have Team Thorn, who is trying to preserve nature. And, they live out in the forest and stuff, versus the other side, trying to draw outfits at Slay. And then versus the other side, right, we have, like, like evil corporation, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I think this one makes more sense, but I have to say Miss Sunshine did a little more, I wouldn't even say like originality, but it was a lot more original than Paladin's idea. Paladin's was good and original. I just think like Miss Sunshine literally pulled all that stuff. Like original characters, original Pokemon starters, all that stuff. It was sick. I like both presentations. I think they were both similar. You could draw the similarities, but they were original in their own ways. Yeah, it is kind of hard to match up with that. I do agree. I think Miss Sunshine killed that. They definitely did. But, well, I don't know. At this point, I would ask for a vote on which one you think is better. But, there's only 2 to pick from. So, I really appreciate both Paladin and Sunshine for submitting. Like I did say before, I am going to go ahead and give away something. The cap was up to $60 of literally anything you want from Pokemon. So we can do this 2 ways. I do have to wait until the 15th because I'm kind of tight on money right now, I'm not going to lie. But on the 15th, I'm going to shoot you both a DM on Discord because I have you both. And once I, shoot you a DM, then we can figure out everything from there. I kind of figured the best way to do it is just send me a link on what you want. I'll just PayPal you the money of whatever the hell you want to buy. And then, you can order it. Or I guess you can just use the money if you really want to. I don't care. It's up to you. But that's kind of the plan. I'm just going to shoot something to you guys on the 15th. And then, yeah, we'll figure something out after that. I will say though, holy crap, this is kind of loud. I will say this is such a sick idea, and I think in the future this would be awesome. Espic, I know you did say that you wanted to spitball a brief idea when this presentation is over. I don't know if you were gonna DM something or just like put it in the chat, but completely up to you. As far as other stuff for like, I guess after this, let's kind of talk about videos for a second. So, character limit, I got you. So I've been meaning to drop a video, and there is a video I've been trying to work on. It's a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon video. It is for Espic's ROM hack for Cryptic Conundrum, and I have been meaning to work on it, but the problem is number 1, work has been kicking me in the ass. Number 2, I just quite honestly have not had the time to edit, and I am considering picking up an editor to help me with this because I don't have the time. The only problem with hiring an editor is money, and they're expensive. So I might have to pull back on that. I don't really know yet. I'm still trying to figure things out, but I want to be able to drop like at least weekly videos. That's my goal. And I'm going to try to work on it every single weekend from here on out. But during the weekdays, it's kind of hard because work sucks. Paladin, I'm cheap. I might have to shoot you a DM. I'm not going to lie. Maybe you can pick up some practice, I guess, off of me. And just, I don't know. We'll cook. We'll cook. I don't really have like a strict time limit. I'm like, I need this week right now, Paladin, hurry up. Where's your deadline? But like, yeah, I'll probably shoot you something in a bit. Yeah, Espic, if you do want to DM it to me, you can, or you can just, it's completely up to you. It'll be a meal of all time. What does that mean? It's gonna be an epic mealtime of all time. Any epic mealtime watchers in here? Also, I know the elephant in the room is that I have been streaming on Twitch, and that is true. I have been streaming on Twitch. If you want to check out my streams there, I haven't gone live in like a week just because, Well, also, my girlfriend has had a bunch of exams for school, and, you know, I don't want to take this study time away. That's pretty tough. There have been times where I have been able to stream, though, during the week. I've just been fucking beat from work. Trust. Very beat from work. Oh, this is the greatest X of all time. Oh, I got you. No, that is true. This is the greatest Pokemon of all time. Type shit. They want Pokemon to be free from trainers so the Pokemon could be happy, but they interpret this as only they have Pokemon because they believe they know how to take care of them. This leads up to a rumored faraway island from the region that is only inhabited by Pokemon and a strong legendary who also represents Pokemon freedom. They eventually discover and reach the island, and the legendary initially agrees with the evil team's freedom and fights the protagonists, but then eventually figures it out and turns on them. That's a sick idea. I love the concepts of like freedom and corporation takeover, because I feel like we don't really see that realistic approach enough. The closest thing we got to it, I think, was in Pokemon Black and White. But I like this idea better because it doesn't revolve around a team or humans. It's like the core root of the issue, which is legendary Pokemon, right? And it's like, okay, the legendary Pokemon wants freedom and wants everyone else to have freedom, which I kind of thought they would, you know, rock with that with Legends Arceus, but they never did, which I thought was kind of wild. Like, I haven't beaten Pokemon Legends Arceus, but I would imagine that they could have gone down that route with using Arceus as like the Freedom Gate Pokemon. And then they have like the evil team Galactic, who wants that freedom taken away, and they want to use Pokemon as pets and stuff. And maybe you have to choose, you know, like, do I want to keep fighting with Pokemon and use them as tools, or do I want to release all my Pokemon and end the game there? It's a sick concept, honestly. Dude, Game Freak needs to hire some of you guys. Seriously. Like, no lie. Some of you have real talent. But yeah, I have been streaming on Twitch a little bit, and I've been streaming a bunch of Mario Kart and stuff over there. And the reason being I haven't been streaming over here, number one, I can't multi-stream. Number two, all the content is different. So like, that taquito looks like a blunt. Does this look wrong? That's silly. No, but I will say the whole like environment is different. The content is different. Twitch did make it where I can multi-stream, but there's a couple problems with it. Number one, Streamlabs, they charge you to multi-stream. And the other thing is, I think there's a plugin on OBS I can use. I have to configure it. I have to basically not uninstall Streamlabs, I just can't use Streamlabs, which is what I use now. And the third thing is, a lot of the stuff I play on Twitch, like music or some of the games or videos I watch, they're DMCA'd stuff, and Twitch does allow it to a certain degree as long as you're reacting, I believe, to the content and giving actual input. Versus YouTube, they will automatically throw you a copyright strike. And it's kind of hard to avoid it with YouTube because they will DMCA you for literally anything and everything, including like Nintendo music that I'm playing right now. So it is a little scary streaming on there. And the last thing is, I know Truffle is like this, I guess, kind of, you know, new wave of Twitch chat being integrated with YouTube chat. I don't know if anyone is aware, but like Twitch chat has the primal chat of like my life that I've ever seen. It is the best chat I've ever seen. Okay, the integration is better, the emotes are better, the latency is better. Comparative to YouTube, you don't have access to all the emotes. You don't have access to a lot of the features that Twitch has. For example, you have predictions, you have channel points that you can redeem for like stupid stuff. I mean, I could just go on, right? The integration of Twitch chat is much better than YouTube. And as of right now, I haven't seen YouTube make any steps to make it better. Truffle came in, which was funded by Ludwig, I believe, and he has made this thing like a billion times better. There's like TTS or TTV emotes that you can use now. All kinds of stuff, channel points. It's essentially Twitch chat, but on YouTube. And the bad part is that if you don't have the extension on your browser, you can't use all those features. And unfortunately, there's no mobile support as of right now. So that kind of sucks. But I guess the hope is that they do change that in the future. The only other thing I could see myself doing is maybe I could stream and then immediately private the video and somehow avoid DMCA, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe I just eventually go down the route of like just completely avoiding doing DMCA stuff because it's just not worth it. Which might be a valid thing. I should probably start practicing. But yeah, my biggest thing right now is I feel like I need to put out more videos, and I definitely haven't been. But trust, they are in the works. I thought about streaming Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, but I looked at the Google Doc, and that thing is fucking insane. That thing is insane. I think one run would probably take me about 2 to 3 hours. And I think the world record is like an hour and a half or something. But I've seen the button movements. I've seen the way those people play. It is bonkers. I don't think I have it in me. I don't think I have it in me. So then the other game I looked at speedrunning was potentially like Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, or Pokemon Ruby Sapphire. It would have to be Sapphire, obviously. But yeah, it depends. I don't really know yet, but I'm trying to come up with some stuff to cook. Yeah, you do need to sleep, Aspic. Dude, sleep is so important. Keep up with that. Yeah, Mystery Dungeon speedrun is insane. I've seen people do it. I'm not sure if I have it in me, though. We'll have to see. We'll have to see, Sloosh. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know. Speedrunning is something I've never dabbled into, but I've been watching Accolade do it, and I feel like if he can do it, then I feel like I should be able to do it. He has been phenomenal. I think he just hit sub 230 last night, which, dude, huge congrats to him. That's so awesome. Yeah, I don't know if I would like a Mystery Dungeon speedrun. I don't know. I think it would ruin my love for the game. I mean, wouldn't that be the same for like any game you speedrun? Like at that point, it goes from being the fun game to like, I'm gonna do the Accolade jump. You know, I'm gonna like skip half of the game doing this one trick. Yeah, no, it is definitely a different kind of special. But I don't really know. I don't know what the channel holds, I guess, as far as content. I've talked to several people about potentially putting up videos of like Mario Kart stuff that I've been doing over on my Twitch. But the scary thing is I don't know, it's so different from Pokemon. I don't know if I can do that. I'll have to cook with Paladin on a video though. I mean, if you want to do a big Pokemon Mystery Dungeon content cave, try doing a recruit them all. That is true, actually. I didn't think about that. What's up, Peach Donut? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, recruit them all would be a little difficult, I think. I don't know. I haven't done that before, and that would have to be like main game, post game, all the bonus caves too. I would have to do Wish Cave, which I think is that Jirachi? It's quite easy actually. I have seen people do recruit them all speed run, and it's like an 8-hour speed run. It's not Worser that does it. I forget their name. It's some Mystery Dungeon speedrunner though. Explorers would be better. Yeah, I'm gonna have to consider it. Dude, but believe it or not, I did this little experiment. Look at these shorts, man. Oh, this did terrible. This did terrible. But yeah, look at this. I mean, honestly, they did not do so bad for like variety. Definitely could have been worse. But I don't really know. I mean, I don't want to dabble in too much like different stuff, because I just feel like that goes down a big rabbit hole that I don't want to. I don't want to like ruin my channel. I don't know. YouTube algorithms suck, dude. That's the downside. Okay, do not judge the way I eat this taquito, please. This is spicy as hell. Holy shit. That almost ended me. That was so spicy. Holy shit. But yeah, I guess eventually I should probably start doing multi-streaming. No, the thing with Thai food, here's the thing. See, when you order Thai food, they ask you, what number do you want? Numbers 1 through 5, numbers 1 through 10, right? So they give you about a scale of 10 to choose from. You choose 4, thinking 4 is going to be on the like medium side. It's not even spicy at all. You kick it up to about a 6. It's got a little mild kick, but it's like you would think a 6 should be a true 6, right? And a 4 would be mild. 6 would be, it's like spicy, but it's not too spicy. You have to kick it up, I swear to God, to like a 7 or an 8, and then they make it too spicy to eat. So you just go through this wall of like, either make it too spicy or not spicy at all. I don't know why Thai restaurants do that, but they do. Every time I've gotten Thai food, it's either too spicy or it's not spicy enough. There's no in between. My girlfriend, who is a huge lover of Thai food, like, I remember one time she told me she ordered something, it's like too spicy or it's like not enough. So someone needs to come up with like a scale, a Richter scale for them. Speaking of scales and earthquakes and stuff, why are people bringing up the fact that there's going to be an earthquake on fucking April 8th? You guys are out of your mind, okay? It's not that serious. It's a eclipse. It's a full eclipse. Go outside. Go watch it. That's so insane. That scared the fuck out of me. I don't know if y'all just heard that. But also, okay, super random thing too. Isn't it funny how since the map randomizer that me, Accolade, and JD did, that we have all gone down different routes. Accolade started speedrunning. JD went over to TikTok, and now he's a TikTok streamer. And I'm like trying out Twitch. Is that weird? What happened between us? What was our falling apart there, dude? What happened? We fell apart, man. No, I think it's just coincidental that we kind of went down our own realm, our own rabbit hole, if you will, of content. But yeah, I know this is only an hour-long stream. Okay, this is a short one, but I am gonna get out of here. I didn't have any other content planned, and I mean, I want to go eat. I want to go plan content. I probably need to go talk to Paladin about editing, potentially. Maybe getting that started so I can finally drop a video. Okay, I have content ready. I just don't have the videos done, and it's a lot. It's a lot, trust. But like I said, to New Miss Sunshine and Paladin, I'm gonna reach out to you all on the 15th, and you'll get a DM from me about what do you want to order, and then I'll just send you the money, and that's that. But huge thank you to you two for submitting the presentations and stuff. I want to do giveaways in the future because, I mean, you all just show up to the streams and give me entertainment, and like, that's basically it. I mean, you know, I just feel like it'd be cool to get back to you all just for showing up and watching, and chiming in a little bit of content for me too. You know, it's just like a little give and take thing. But thank you all so much for coming out to the chill stream. It is extremely short. I swear to God. I will have to be going live more often on YouTube. Okay, I'm not gonna like disappear from this side. Okay, I've been playing a bunch of other games on Twitch. So, if you want to catch me over there, I have been a lot more active lately, stream wise. I've been going live like every single day on there. And you might see a video or two come out of the Twitch streams from this side of town, you know? Maybe I might upload a video from there. We'll see, though. We'll see. Okay? But yeah, thank you all so much for coming out. I really appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next stream. I'm sorry it was so short, but it is what it is, alright? I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.